Hey guys, so today I'm doing a dragon shapeshifter. This one, her name will be Dynasty. I was listening to a song called Dynasty, so I thought it would be really nice. It's a pretty emotional song, to be honest. So Dynasty is kind of sensitive about her horns and how big they are, so she's like doing a pose where she's like covering her hand, like covering one of her horns with her hands. She has like larger teeth and larger horns. Um, and I didn't give her wings. Originally, I was gonna give her wings, but the dragon that I was looking at was a Monster Hunter dragon that my friend sent me. And to be honest, it was just a whole bunch of like, I was pretty much not in the mood to be drawing the wings because the wings are connected to the arms actually of the dragon, which is harder to draw for dragon shapeshifters if you're doing them as people. So yeah, so I ended up scrapping the whole idea of drawing wings on her and just focusing more on her horns and her tail. I gave her like a shorter haircut. I thought like because I've been drawing a lot of characters with longer hair, this would be a nice opportunity to draw something with like shorter hair. And I wanted her to have like a more sporty look. She's wearing like an elbow, what is it called? Elbow support. So she's a sporty type of dragon. She likes playing sports, but overall, that's the aesthetic that I wanted for her actual like clothing and outfit. But she's like very shy about her horns and she doesn't like showing them off, but they are at the top of her head, so they're very noticeable. The dragon that I was using as reference did have like darker skin to it, so I did two tones of skin colors for her. So one is just like a regular human like skin tone, which is like a more beigey peach color, and then for the which the dragon did have, but it was more so on his wings and everything. And then for her body and her arm, I really wanted to make it like her chest area and her arms, I made them more so the brown color. Also the horns as well, because her horns were supposed to also be the same color. So yeah. It was kind of hard also figuring out how the fingers wrap around like the horn. So I didn't make it like a full on like she was wrapping it around, just more so just placing her hand on the top of her head. My original pose that I wanted though was two hands like raised up and then she's grabbing the horns on top of her head, but I don't know, I just like wasn't getting the arm right for the left side, so I decided to just scrap that idea and go with only one. um have her be have her other hand on have her left hand on the back of her, like closer to her back as like a shire pose. Man, I can't speak today my English. Um, Nothing much else to say about it. So here's me out like shading the whole like darker parts of her skin. Honestly, like the horns had frills that connected to the neck part, and I really didn't do that well. So maybe I'll go back and revisit that Monster Hunter creature and honestly just do like a shapeshifter based on it, because I was so focused on making her hair a certain way because I already drew in her features except for those frills. And then when I got to them, because I wanted to add them in, I got really confused about it and it did not go with her hairstyle. So yeah, because the frills are from the horns to the neck area. So clearly if I drew those in first before I drew the hairstyle, then maybe it would have worked. But because I was so focused on the hairstyle first, it didn't. So I just wanted to make her, like, Dynasty is her own type of dragon. Like, ignore the fact that I drew inspiration from, like, a Monster Hunter dragon, to be honest, because it's like I didn't really get all the features that I wanted from that one. I gave her gray hair. I didn't want to do, like, very bright hair colors. And also, I was so close to doing a, like, just white for her hair color. But the thing is, I do that often. It's like when you get lazy and the easiest thing to do is leave something white or color it in, like, a specific color. So I decided to make it gray instead to match the fact that she's a dragon, because she's more of based on, like, an icy type dragon, so I wanted to have that aesthetic. But she does look earthy because of her brown horns. Here is me shading it in. I wanted, like, a really cute short haircut, and then the front had, like, the two long parts on it on the side next to her ear. And yes, I did give her, like, elf-like ears. Before I even started this drawing, when I was thinking about what to draw, I really was set on giving her these types of ears, which also kind of got in the way for, like, doing the frills that are connected to her horn and her neck. So honestly, yeah, I already kind of decided on my own dragon before even looking at a reference. So yeah. But I think she's pretty in her own way. Doesn't have to be, like, super close to a reference. I didn't use a actual reference for her pose, which might have been actually helpful, but I ended up not doing that because sometimes when I'm drawing shapeshifters, I'm like, I just want to do this pose that I thought of, and then I'll just not look at a reference at all. So for her sports jacket, I did a red color to kind of outline certain parts, and then I kept it white. Originally I wanted to do, like, all of it as red, but the only reason why I wanted to add red to the jacket was to make it look more sporty. So I just kind of did, like, the outlining parts. I didn't really do much red in the end because the overall focus would be, like, her face. And now I'm just shading in the red with a darker one, so that way it looks like there's overlapping between different pieces of clothing. And here is me shading in the white parts. Even though I left them white, I still need to shade them in with some gray, so that way it looks like clothing folding in on itself. And, like, the wrinkles of the clothing too. I did give her, like, a brighter piece of clothing compared to, like, her horns and her chest and her, like, arms. So I think that highlights more of, like, what you should focus on, which is mainly her body rather than just the actual clothing. And that's basically it. I also made her eyes different. So normally I just draw the regular pupils and I outline them in. This one I kind of did, like, shiny eyes where I did just diamonds in them instead of like the black outline for the pupils. I made them diamonds with like a white pen that I have. I just wanted something different rather than just constantly making the eyes look the exact same all the time. I feel like shapeshifters, if I do so many, some of them should have like unique eyes and stuff. That's basically it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check down in the description box below. I'm gonna post my social media there, like the links, so you can go like and follow those. I'm constantly posting like art updates and like what I've been drawing, the process work of. So yeah. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below if you have any requests for like certain characters that you want to see me draw. If you have any favorite anime characters, show characters, or even like game characters that you like, leave a request in the comment section and I'll look into drawing that. I'm still thinking of what else to draw next because I'm kind of behind on my videos, but yeah, I'm still trying to upload them as much as possible. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!